Hey guys, one of our fellow YouTubers just came out with his first movie. We went and saw it tonight. Here is our review.
Tonight we went and saw Shelby Oaks. It's about a woman's sister's paranormal research team that's killed and her body is never found. The woman searches for her sister for 12 years and falls into obsession upon realizing that the imaginary demon from her childhood may have been real.
Ooh.
It was released October 24th, 2025. It was written, directed, and produced by Chris Stuckmann.
He is one of our fellow YouTubers.
Yeah, before we go see any movie, we always check out Chris Stuckmann and see what he thinks about the movie. And if it's good, then we go see it.
He's one of the guys that got us into wanting to do our page, actually. He's awesome.
Yeah, so if he goes, it's garbage, then we'll really consider maybe not going to see it. So Mike Flanagan is an executive producer on this, and he did Haunting of Hill House and The Haunting of Bly Manor on Netflix.
Which I highly recommend. You guys see that as well.
Definitely. The main cast is Camille Sullivan and Sarah Dern, Charlie Talbert and Robin Bartlett, with appearances from Keith David and Michael Beach. And I don't know if Michael Beach plays anything other than a cop. So I'm pretty sure he plays a cop in this movie. The genre is horror. We watched it at the theaters, and the runtime is 91 minutes. Going in, I initially just wanted to support Chris, so he could have done a child film, and I would have seen it.
Yeah.
We watched him for a long time, like we said, and we're used to his reviews, and we just like horror, so that was great.
Same with me. We just wanted to go in and support Chris with whatever movie he was making, because this is his, like I said in the beginning, this is his first movie that he made, and I was impressed.
Yeah, definitely. For being a first movie, and just not only a first movie, but an independent film alone. I mean, we were watching this, I was going, this is low budget?
Yeah, very impressed.
The story was pretty simple to follow, but there were some holes. I mean, he wrote this. It's not like, he just directed or he was involved in it. He wrote this. He directed it. He produced it. I mean, this was his film.
Yeah.
I was definitely interested to see where it went. It dragged on in the beginning, and I was like, okay. And then it took off with a bang, and then that's when it was like starring, and I was like, oh, we're just getting started. And then the movie it took off. So it didn't drag for very long.
Mm-mm. I would say, maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and I was like, okay, where's this going? And then it was like Shelby Oaks, and I was like, oh, that was just the beginning of it. All right.
The character of Mia was on camera the most. That's her sister. And she was great. She was a great actress.
Yeah, like when she cried, I was like, man, this girl knows what she's doing. And when she was emotional, when she was scared, I was like,
trembling. She was scared.
You felt all of her emotions.
Yeah, there were a few scenes where she was really scared or angry, portrayed very nicely.
Yeah.
You didn't really have the opportunity to connect with any of the characters. I don't know if that's just
because of the
horror
film
in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can definitely tell that her and her sister had a bond. She spent 12 years looking for her. The relationship was believable for sure. I think they really used the shadows and the older digital cameras to their advantage for the lower budget film. They used a lot of the archive footage from the digital cameras to their advantage. I like the way they CGI'd the prison to make it look decrepit. The B-roll in the woods, it was really high quality. So I don't know.
For people who don't know what B-roll is, you might want to explain what that means to them.
So like if I'm filming you and you're acting, I don't know if you call that A-roll, but that's just what's happening. That's the action. That would make sense to be A-roll. Action. B-roll, behind the scenes. Oh my gosh, did I just figure this all out? And then, so like if I'm just shooting, footage of a dog walking. No, that might be A-roll. I don't know. Anyway, so if I'm just shooting random footage of the town or just cars driving in the background, or in this case, they're just shooting the woods so they can, use that in between scenes, then that would be the B-roll. And the quality of it was really good. And I was like, I can't believe this is Chris's first film.
Yeah.
This is
I'll probably be saying impressed quite often throughout this because I was highly impressed with his first film.
yeah, the tone of Lost in the Woods horror genre was done really well. There were only a couple of gore scenes, and they were decent. They didn't last very long. I mean, you could tell they were like, we didn't have the budget for this. But that was good. Jump scares? Do you want to take that one?
I had probably about 2 jump scares, but normally in horror movies, I don't get those jump scares like at all because I've watched so many horror movies and they don't get me. But he did really well with his jump scares, with something popping out with that like intensive like music going at the same time, and they actually got me, and I was really impressed with that. So
there's a demonic cult-like aspect to it, and I can't really get into that without giving too much away. But that's, I felt like from the trailers and the ads and stuff, I didn't really get what the movie was about. I just thought there was like, there's a chick that went missing doing paranormal research, but then
there's more to this movie than just that.
Yeah, when you see a lot of the synopsis reviews from like IMDb or Wikipedia, and you're like, oh, there's demons involved in this. You're like, I had no idea. I didn't get that from any of the promotions. Maybe I just didn't see enough. But I thought I saw, I mean, we see movies all the time, long before this. I mean, this is what we do. We see movies.
The way that he took this movie, I was like, I didn't see that coming at all.
No.
Like where he started with the movie, with it just being like somebody holding like a video camera, and then it going to like a regular type movie where it was just like being shot, and then it being like the girl's missing, and then where it went, I was like, what? That was pretty cool.
Yeah, there's definitely as far as like emotional reactions, like from us, like there's definitely some scenes of fear in the darkness. There's a scene in the prison where her flashlight goes out, and you're like, okay, and you can hear like footsteps coming, and your heart starts going, and I'm like, dang, Chris, like, good job,
I'm
dude.
sure if I look at my watch, I'm sure my heart was racing a few points in that movie.
Well, you have tachycardia, so that's not fair.
Oh, shut up.
But we are pessimists, and so we're always like, okay, another horror movie, boring, like it's not going to get us. And then, okay, independent film, and then to see this one, I mean, we're being overly positive because we want to be for Chris, which is some dude that doesn't even know that we exist. But this was a good film.
Like I said, I went in and I wanted to support him because he's a fellow YouTuber, but I also went in with lower expectations because it was an independent film. But coming out of this, I was like pretty impressed with it being an independent film.
I mean, I'll talk about it later. I'll hit it in a minute. But the dialogue was natural. It didn't feel forced. And the way the sisters' lives were pieced together throughout the film was well done. It had a red herring that I'm not sure if it was supposed to be there or not. And I don't know if it was cut from the film. But it definitely left us with some questions. And I don't know if Chris did that on purpose. And if you did, you're a jerk. If you didn't, then why? Why, Chris? Again, if you did, you're a jerk. I would definitely recommend it to horror fans or fans of Immaculate, The Omen, or The Blair Witch Project. And remember, The Blair Witch Project was huge. What was that, 97, 98, 99? That was huge. This movie, you can agree or disagree. If you disagree, you are wrong. This movie is better than The Blair Witch Project.
100%
The Blair Witch Project dragged on, and then it sort of got to the point towards the end. And you know, the guy's like standing in the corner. People were like, oh my gosh. And people screamed and freaked out. This movie's better than The Blair Witch Project.
Yes.
So
all 3 of those movies have aspects with this movie. And
so if you figure that out, then you'll figure this one out, and then I ruined the movie.
Sorry.
The ending was my favorite.
Yep. And we can't say anything.
I can't say anything, but...
Which I'm hoping by us saying like this kind of stuff, and you're wondering why can't you say anything, go see it. Go support an independent
filmmaker. I like what Chris said. He said, they don't make any money. Just go see an independent film once a month, which a lot of people, they hardly see one movie a month. So try to see a couple a year, a few a year. Rent independent films.
Yep.
I'm sure they're not making any money putting them on Netflix.
Yeah,
I have a friend that makes movies, and he didn't even know some of his movies were available for streaming. So, try to rent these movies or give your money to these independent makers because there's a lot of work that goes into these. They're looking at archive footage, and it shows that what they're looking at has been recorded over.
He's going back to the film now, just so you know.
And this is part of my favorite elements. It's recorded over, and they recorded over footage that they've actually recorded. And I was like, what a neat edit. Like, they've put that effort in to show this is a tape that has been recorded over. And I thought that was a nice editing touch. But my least favorite element was the girl is in the woods in a stranger's house, and she looks at her phone, and you can clearly see that her phone is connected to the Wi-Fi. So she's clearly in a studio or something, and it took me out of the scene because I was like, wait, she's in the middle of the woods.
I think that most people wouldn't notice that, but somebody like my husband here
Nerd alert!
Would notice something like that.
She's in some stranger's house and she's on Wi-Fi. I'm like, wait a minute. She's obviously on a soundstage or something. So I was taken out of the film. But I mean, that's such a small error. Who would freaking find that out? But that house to me was a huge plot hole. And if anyone that had anything to do with the movie or has seen the movie, you're going to go, how? We can discuss that. You can leave a comment. You can email us at back2us@gmail.com. Would love to talk to you about it. But now on to our recommendation.
So again, if you are new to us, we don't do the 5-star reviews. We do the go see it in theaters, rent it when it's available, or stream it on one of your streaming services when it's available. But for us, we are going to definitely say go see it in theaters because we would definitely like you to at least support the independent filmmakers because they need the money. For sure. It's not like anything that is huge out there right now.
Well, not just the money, but to help build that industry and,
definitely
and let Hollywood see that there's more than just big Hollywood.
Yes, 100%. And it's also, like my husband said, better than the Blair Witch, in our opinion. Much better. So please go see it in theaters if you don't know what to see right now. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for coming to view us today.
We'll be seeing more movies very soon.
And if you have any recommendations of something you would like to see, whether it's old, new, or coming soon, please leave us a comment.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.